All right, we got some tough decisions to make today, boys. On this episode of Off Trail with Luke and Chandler. I'm Luke,
I'm Chandler.
and this is Off Trail. So today we have this new game we're going to play. We don't actually have a name for the game yet, so that's a bummer.
We're not creative enough.
No, and we spent some time trying to think of it, but we couldn't think of anything.
What if we call it Decisions?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
And as we get into it, if you have suggestions, please let us know. But we're going to be given three things, and we're going to have to only choose one of them for the rest of our life. A little hypothetical. It'll be fun. But before we get into that, we're going to make sure we take care of the show. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's the best thing you can do for us. Helps us out more than anything else. Like this video, leave a comment, and if you want to play along, tell us what you would do.
And why?
And why. Make sure you leave a why, because you got to give some kind of reasoning for it. If you're listening to the show, audio only, we are on all major podcasting platforms as well. So you can find us anywhere you'd like there. And please leave us a 5-star review, especially if you like this game, you think it's challenging. We're doing our best to keep you guys on your toes.
Or if you just like to see Luke and BDOTES bully me every episode.
That's a good reason,
Yeah.
too.
It's called constructive criticism.
It is.
So,
Yep. I'm surprised we haven't done anything yet.
Maybe we will.
Yeah.
Well, until then, we're going to play this game today, gentlemen. So what I've done is I have a list of 3 things, and you will only be able to choose one of them for the rest of your life.
oh,
This one is more outdoor themed, a little bit. Okay. The 3 things we have are day hikes, car camping, and multi-night backpacking trips.
okay.
Okay. Now I'll go a little more detail here. So you're only able to choose one of these. Once you choose one, you cannot do the other 2 for the rest of your life. That's how the game works. Okay. So if I choose only day hikes, I can never go car camping again, and I can never do backpacking trips again. If I choose car camping, same deal. Basically can't do any hiking at that point. If I choose backpacking, I can't do any day hikes, and I can't do any car camping. Now, in that situation there, day hikes means you literally, if you're going to go out hiking, you have to spend multiple nights out on the trail camping, because that's how the multi-night backpacking thing works. Okay? So, we're going to see what we have to say about this today. I don't know if either of you would like to start us off.
Dude, this is a hard decision.
It is hard because there's a lot that gets knocked out once you
Yeah.
choose one. Because, again, for instance, let's say you choose day hikes.
Mm-hmm.
That suddenly means you can't really even use designated campgrounds at national parks or anything. You can't go to some of our favorite spots we like to go to. There's a lot that gets knocked out no matter which one you pick.
Huh. I don't even know. Do you know?
I have an answer. Do you want me to start?
If you have an answer, yeah, start.
Okay, I'm going to start us off. And I'm going to choose day hiking.
Okay.
Now, again, I said if you choose day hiking, you basically can't do any kind of, I guess, camping at all at that point. And I can't do a multi-night backpacking trip. So, like my trip to Red Castle, done. Unless I can do that in one day, which is probably possible.
If you run it.
But I'm going to choose day hiking. And a big reason for that is simply because I feel it allows for the most flexibility for what I want to do. You know, I feel like most of the things that realistically I want to do, whether it's photo related or just to get out and hike or something, can be done with a day hike. You know, I've only backpacked 3 times. One was to Blanche, and I've day hiked that one 8 other times. You know, Red Castle might be off the list because it's 20 miles round trip, but again, if I hustle, I could pull it off. But you know, we already do this basically all the time. You know, we get up for sunrise or go out late for sunset. So that doesn't really change anything. Now, it is a bummer that I can't go camping and camp in some of our favorite spots anymore, right? But, you know, I can still go hiking in national parks. No problem. And I'll just get a hotel in Moab or Springdale, you know? Jackson might suck.
That would suck.
Be paying a pretty penny for those hotels there.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it's just something that I would rather have that because I know I can go out after work if I wanted. Quick little hike. And I think now, for me too, especially right now, there's the physical activity component as well. I'd like to just be able to go do that and get out and be active and healthy. And all that too. So I think I'm choosing day hiking. Again, I know that some of the things that I'd like to do can't do anymore, but I think it just offers the most flexibility and freedom to kind of do enough of what I like to do.
Interesting.
I disagree.
Oh,
Oh,
BDOTES,
boy.
let's hear it.
I'm picking backpacking.
Okay.
You might, because you get camping, you get day hikes, even though you have to commit to several days worth.
And you have a son.
I have a son, which hopefully he'll start coming with me. But yeah,
So BDOTES, like there's a couple places we go to, like, if you choose backpacking, you can't car camp there anymore.
that's all right. I'll go to Red Castle because you can't.
That's why he's doing this,
Fair.
because you can't go to those places.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
Yeah,
I like that take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like backpacking offers you more options for, I don't know, more remote experiences.
I will 100% cede that argument to you.
Yeah.
Like, there's without a doubt, backpacking would let you could, I mean, if I'm choosing day hiking, I can't hike the AT.
Yeah.
I can't hike the P. Like, there's a lot of those options are gone. Like that's a bummer. But for me, it's like, okay, you're telling me if you want to go backpacking only, if you're gonna go hike ever, you got to go spend at least 2 nights on the trail.
I would be fine with that.
Yeah.
And that's to me where, like, that's a commitment. And don't worry, I love it, but like, I feel like that's your whole weekend at that point.
Yeah.
And like, you can't do that if we have jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
I guess, yeah, I kind of thought like overnighter would have counted, not necessarily absolutely 2 days.
It's a gray line there because I think that's also where, like,
Because then that would make your trip to Red Castle not a backpacking trip.
yeah,
'Cause you only did
but
one
I
night.
think we need to draw a line multi-night, and this is the
Yeah.
reason. Because if we can say it's just one night, well, I could just go hike overnight if I'm doing Astro or something and be like, oh yeah, like great example is my Reflection Canyon trip.
Oh, yeah.
We did that overnight, but like that's typically a backpacking thing.
Yeah. You didn't.
And like at that point, I took a nap out there. Like at that point, what's the difference,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So I think you kind of have to draw a line, multi-night.
I think I'd still commit to it for the
Oh,
challenge
you
of
dog.
it. Yep.
I like the challenge idea. That's good.
Just because, like, I've been wanting to do more backpacking trips anyways.
I
So,
hear you. I'm
I
the same
think-
way. Like
yeah.
I want to get out and backpack more. Now, a lot of that's going to end up being more one-nighter stuff, probably just because of time reasons.
Yeah.
But
So not a backpacking trip.
I'll just have to overnight it. You
Yep.
know, just hiking, just keep moving the whole time.
But like my current car setup, like it's not good to sleep in. So I'd be in a tent anyways. So I might as well be out by some remote lake.
Yeah, that's very fair. And I mean, I'm saying I'm going to choose day hiking. I have the Go Fast camper.
Yeah.
I have the hat on right now for it
true.
too,
Yeah.
and I'm choosing day hiking.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just sell that thing.
Well, I guess that leaves Chandler with one more choice.
Only one thing you can do.
Just
'cause
kidding.
The other two options have been picked. Well, okay, so I do want to clarify something. If you do car camping, that means, like, for example, you car camp in, I don't know, the parking lot of, like, Bryce Canyon, for example. You can't hike down to Thor's Hammer and take a photo. Because it's not like a hike, but it's a little jaunt down the trail.
I'd give you that one only because like you're walking 100 yards maybe.
Yeah.
It's not far. Really, I mean, we're talking, mile at least probably, I'd say. For
If you
hiking.
think of the general public, a mile is a solid hike.
Yeah. Because I think too, you think about some of the places we go to for car camping, right? We get out and we walk around.
yeah.
And like I don't count that as a hike.
Yeah.
There's no one's tracking that on all trails.
Yeah, no.
We just, and granted, we rack up some steps for the day, but those aren't hikes.
Yeah.
We're just in the place. Go to White Pocket, right?
Yeah, it's not really, it's not a hike.
You're
yeah.
camping, but like, yeah, you're just walking 100 yards that way, and then you can just explore the area.
Yeah.
That's not the same as going hiking up a mountain or
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. In that case, I pick car camping.
Really?
I pick car camping. Yep. So
Interesting.
yeah, mainly because a lot of my favorite spots happen to be really good car camping spots.
Well,
So-
and this is fair. I mean,
Like
this
White
is
Pocket's a good example.
well, and this is like the point I tried to make when he said backpack. I'm like, dude, you do that, you can't go car camping to some of our favorite spots.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I have more favorite car camping locations than I do like day hike or backpacking locations. So, and I also there's also maybe like I don't know if it's like a laziness thing where I'm like, I just
So,
relax.
well, I was
you know?
going to say, like, let's be real. You're saying you're never going to hike again.
Yeah.
Like, that's essentially what
That's
you're
essentially
saying.
what
That
it is,
is
yeah.
lazy, bro.
Yeah, it is.
You just,
But then
you gotta be better than that.
But then it gives me the opportunity to sit by the campfire with my friends, you know, when we go car camping.
well, I
together.
can sit by the campfire with you. I just can't camp there.
That's true, yeah.
I just got to go back to the hotel.
And
at some
he can
point.
come, but he has to hike 20 miles in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's what I would pick was probably car camping. So,
Really?
yeah. And then I mean, from a photo perspective too, I can bring so much more gear and stuff.
Well,
I
and
like
I think that part of the photo side of it is definitely with you. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Because again, a lot of our favorite spots you can't just go car camp at.
Yeah.
No problem. Or again, maybe you don't have to walk crazy far to some of these things.
Yeah.
And you are definitely the most photo oriented person in this discussion right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like again, this is why I chose day hiking because I don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to get out and go hike.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to go overnight. I don't need to go to some of those spots if I don't need to anymore. Just want to go do some activity,
Yeah.
be active.
Yeah.
But it doesn't surprise me, you know. And honestly, BDOTES is probably the most outdoors oriented between the two of us. He wants to go backpacking.
Yeah.
I do. The best part about this is we're never going to hang out.
No, we don't have to hang out.
Yeah, the
ever,
three of
ever.
us are done.
Yeah.
This is the last episode of this show.
Of Off Trail, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But I think it's really interesting that we actually, I wasn't anticipating all three of us choosing different things.
Different
And
things,
each
yeah.
one of us would choose one of the options.
Yeah.
But here we are.
And it does suck because it's like, I would love to go do Blanche. And I would love to go Silver Lake.
I think
and
that's the
all these
main
other-
reason I chose
Just
to
get a helicopter.
There you go.
Not bad.
There you go.
BDOTES finding
Working around it.
shortcuts.
There we go. I like it.
Do like a reverse search and rescue. They do like a search and drop.
Search and drop, yeah. There
Yeah.
you go.
And then a rescue again.
Yep.
Yeah, because I can't hike down.
That's
So they have to
If
lift
they
me
dropped the
out.
FJ down with him, though, he could camp there.
the
we go,
the
yeah.
banger alert siren starts going off when you start walking down the trail. You're
Yeah,
like, no.
Nope.
Yeah, but I think that's maybe another reason I had to choose day hiking is because I got to go back to Blanche.
Yeah.
You know, but I think of all the hikes in the national parks, things up Glacier, Tetons, anything down south, like I can do all those.
Yeah.
You could do some of that, you know.
I'll hike to Blanche
I
with
mean,
you, and then I'll hop
realistically,
over the ridge
I would
over
say
to
you could do all of it. You're just spending another day or two out there.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
a little 3-mile hike. Guess I'm going to be up here for 2 nights. But like to me, I'm like, I'll just go everywhere I want still, do
Yeah.
everything. Whereas again, like you can't do. That's what like I'm surprised. Even still, like with the photo standpoint, like think of all the stuff in the national parks
Yeah.
that you can do if you go hiking.
There's a lot of it that gets kind of cut out, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like to me, car camping gets you way too limited on what you can do.
I mean,
See,
I heard
well-
Gateway Arch is pretty limited with hiking, so that's a good spot to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
You'll find a new appreciation for that.
Well, you know what's
place.
great is so we have and maybe this is a bummer for me because because all of a sudden Mesa Arch is in my vicinity of places I can go. Maybe that's a
I give you that one. That's not really a hike.
yeah, it's not really a hike. Not that I want to go to Mesa Arch.
Well, you're the only one that's going to go, unless you want a backpack there. Because even though I can do day hiking, I will not be going there.
That doesn't count as a hike. It's not a hike.
Well, at that point, I mean,
Yeah,
technically it's a hike, but
technically. But
I'm not going to, you can have it. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I don't want it, but I'll take it for you. I'll take one for the team.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It
yeah.
means a lot.
But like, I try to go so many places that are like off-road places, anyways. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know,
Yeah, because you think your FJ can go everywhere. So,
yeah. Well, go more places than a Tacoma can. So
yeah.
we've seen this in action,
Except for Capitol Reef in the springtime.
except for Capitol Reef. in the
See, I haven't
springtime.
done that. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it's a really interesting conversation because, like, this speaks to kind of our personalities a lot, which again,
Yeah.
I wasn't really anticipating. Maybe I should have foreseen this, but this simple little setup with 3 different things made each of us pick different things,
yeah,
which wasn't ready for.
yeah.
So I was also torn about day hikes, but I kind of do that already. but I have that like longing for something more bigger.
For sure.
And I think that's why I committed to backpacking.
100%. Again, this is why like I totally understand yours. And I think if I had to pick, I probably would pick, or like my second choice, I'm saying, would be backpacking. And that's because of what you said. It's like,
And because it's not Chandler's choice.
exactly. That's really the main reason.
Yeah.
But you can get to so many other amazing places doing backpacking as well. Again, Red Castle is one. There's, you can go deep into like the Tetons, Sawtooths. There's so many places you can go that if you want to backpack, becomes available to you. But if you're only doing day hikes, you're out of luck. And after doing Red Castle for the first time, then doing, I think, 2 other backpacking trips the rest of the year, this year, like I see the draw to it. Like it's clearly evident, like why people like to do this. And, I understand the longing for it, but if I can only do one, I can't pull that trigger.
I'm in the same boat as you because like backpacking was like my close second.
So day hikes would be your last one?
I think day hikes would be my last
Dude,
one.
what?
Yeah. I get to so many cooler places backpacking.
Yeah, but man, you guys.
I'd rather go.
I feel like I've never been on a day hike with you.
That's true. No, yeah, you haven't.
Now that I think about it, yeah.
No.
And you've only been backpacking like what, once?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
once in the last year, but yeah.
So BDOTES, what's your second choice?
Probably day hike.
Day hike, yeah. See, his, I think makes perfect sense.
That does make sense, yeah.
I think his makes perfect sense. The car camping. Yeah.
Am I just getting framed as the lazy one here?
I was
Is that
saying
what's
for
happening?
him,
No.
I think so, but like realistically, I think it's a terrible choice for him.
Yeah. Like he'll regret it. But like
Yes.
but
maybe.
like the videos you've made, you're out there by yourself in your car zipping around. Like it just makes
That's- yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
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 I'll give him that.
Yep.
I still think it's a terrible choice.
Yeah.
I think you're wrong.
But it's a cool little exercise, I think, to go through. Just to be like, hey, if I can only do one of these, I can't do the others, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I think we'll have to try to play this game more often. Think of other things we can do
Yeah.
with it. I wish I had another one off the top of my head, but I don't. But again, we need a good name for this segment.
Yeah, there's a good one out there, but
We got to think of it. If you're listening at home, suggest something.
we usually
Maybe-
come up on names pretty easy.
I'm usually pretty creative with this
Yeah.
stuff, but I'm blanking today.
Yeah.
But again, if you're listening at home, suggest something. Maybe we'll run with it a little bit. But I think there's a lot of potential for this game because we're going to get some good reactions. Because again, I think your choice is terrible. But that's just me. I don't know why you
But
don't want to go.
his may also be the most accessible.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's not actually having to
Yeah.
do any
I don't
effort.
I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just driving and getting
It's
out
kind
of
of
the
the
car.
easiest, but well,
We've made fun of that, and maybe on the show.
yeah. Oh, we have. We have, yeah. Well, it's funny because when you say with day hiking, like, oh, I go say in like a hotel or something like that, that opens up a lot of other options too.
Absolutely.
So it's like, I don't know.
I'm basically not limited. I mean,
Yeah.
Airbnbs would count too. Like I could stay there.
It's just more expensive.
Oh, it's 100% more expensive, and I recognize that. But I also don't need to go out all the time to those places. I can just stay here at home in my own place
Do your day hikes.
and do Blanche every single day.
There you go. And I can't car camp in Blanche. I can't. No, I'm not even gonna try.
There's no way.
You
I
can't
do-
even car camp up either Cottonwood. Well, I guess you
No.
could in the campground, but
And you can't. That's true.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And technically, I want to make sure we clear the record on this. You mentioned car camping in the lot of Bryce Canyon. You can't do that either.
That's true. You cannot do that.
So I don't know where that idea came from, but don't follow Chandler's
Don't-
advice.
Follow my advice or what I may have done.
that's okay. There's a lot of cool looking spots right outside Bryce.
Yes,
that
you
would
can
show for
find
campgrounds.
camping
Sure.
sites outside of Bryce.
Yep. Do not
Just want to
follow
make
my-
sure we cleared the air on that.
Do
We do
not
not recommend
Condone
that.
that.
If you had to pay to get in, don't camp.
Exactly.
I love that rule. I live by that rule.
That is
Yeah.
good. That is good rule. Yeah.
Like I have people ask me all the time, like, "Hey, where's the campground you're going to?" I was like, "What do you mean? I don't go to campgrounds.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for camping.
Yep.
I paid for my car, and I can camp with my car.
Yep.
Except for this.
Except
episode.
now I can't.
Right.
So I probably should just get rid of my truck and get a little Prius or something.
Oh, dude, you would. You could rock a
I
Prius.
fit the Prius
You
vibe,
do.
I think.
Yeah. When I look at you, I'm just like Prius.
I scream Prius.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still a
Yeah.
Toyota, right?
It is, yeah.
So
Yeah.
So, I mean, it counts.
I'll just lift it and everything.
There you go. Turn it into a little buggy car. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go. But you can't camp in it.
Can't camp in it.
No. But you can go
Can't
rip it around the
camp at
sand
all.
dunes. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Does a hammock count as camping
Yes.
Well, if you sleep in it.
if I sleep in it?
Yeah.
If it's a nap, that doesn't count.
What if I nap for 6 hours?
No. Yeah, that doesn't count.
Okay.
That's a good question, though.
Yeah, it's just another one of these things. There's all these little subtleties to it.
I would say it would not count if you had to close your eyes to sleep during the nighttime hours.
So if I set up a hammock and stayed up all night and then slept during the day.
There's going to be
Yeah.
a lot of what ifs for all of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm
No.
kidding. That doesn't count. You can't
doesn't
sleep
count.
like that.
No.
But maybe I could.
Maybe. What do you think at home?
Yeah, let me know. love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, if you're watching or listening, be sure to let us know what you would choose. That's the point of these games too. Obviously, give you our opinions. Rip on Chandler's all the time.
Yep.
Obviously, but
That's
also,
why I'm here.
But also to hear what people at home have to say. You know, we want to engage with you guys. If you guys think for some reason my position's dumb, you can let me know. But obviously, we all know whose is the worst.
Yep.
It's obviously yours.
Well, I think the viewers at home will say something different.
I guess we'll find out. Maybe it'll be BDOTES.
That'd be a dark horse there.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, because see, I think a lot of people would sympathize with it. Like, yeah, I would just choose backpacking because I think it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Like, again, I understand that.
Yeah.
I just think like, wow, if I'm committing to at least 2 nights on every hike I'm ever doing, again, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like if people can commit 6 months to go hike the PCT, I could commit to backpack 8 times a year.
That's fair.
But see, I want to do more than 8 times a year.
Then I'll do more times than that.
Yeah, I think it was a fun little episode to do. You know, it's just a new little game we can play. We're trying to think of all these fun little games we can throw onto the show.
We like games.
Games are fun.
Yeah.
But we're going to end the episode here with what we've always done ever since we moved into this awesome Studio B. We're going to add another item to the back of our table. If you've been paying attention, every episode we add a little new trinket or something to go on the back here. You know, we have an assortment of various things here. And at first glance, you may have no idea the meaning behind any of them, but that's why you watch the show.
Yep.
So you can hear the story.
There's a story behind every item.
Yeah,
On this
and
table.
if you would like to send us something, please do. We'd give you a shout out on the show, throw it back here, and it will stay here forever.
Ever.
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 It's going to be great. So today, BDOTES is going to add something to the table here. BDOTES, what you got for us?
So going along the lines of my choice today, you need some protection out in the backcountry. So bear spray.
Courtney, if you're listening, take notes. Bear spray.
Yep.
We give you 3 options today. You can choose one of them. When you're out in the wilderness, you don't have any options. You have to take bear spray. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. And we'll keep it here in case things get a little too heated and
Yeah, in
We
case
need
I
to
never need
spray
to
each
pull that
other.
on Chandler, you know?
yeah.
I'm pretty feral sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not really. More like a guinea pig.
I
Be more of a fun thing for me.
think if we deployed this in here, we would all get hit by it.
I think, yeah.
Well, I'm closest to the door, so no.
Okay.
I'd get out.
Well,
Plus, I'm going away from me from the door, so I'd
Yeah.
be fine.
And
Well.
we're kind of locked in here.
Yeah, Chandler's screwed.
Yeah.
yeah, bear spray. That's it today. Here you go.
Love it.
I like it.
Great item.
Great addition
We
to the
will
table.
throw that right next to Courtney's llama. Again, Courtney, if you're listening, got to bring bear spray.
That's what this is mainly for. It's mainly for Courtney.
It's this whole episode. It was made as a reminder to her to bring bear spray because she forgot it one time on a big hike in the Tetons.
Yeah, which is bear country.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she barely made it out.
I think we're gonna have to end it on that. I mean, there's no other great way to go out. So, we'll see you guys all later. Thanks, BDOTES, for throwing this off the rails last second. See ya.
later.